Hello and welcome to another installment of Ask a Grimm. Yeah, well, I got it out this month at least. The problem was I missed it by a couple days. Let's just get into it. Nico Safer1 asks, thoughts on Mr. Enter's video on Turning Red? I utterly hated it. It is filled with so many garbage points. It is not edited well. The writing is garbage. It's a terrible review, and that's not even getting into the controversy regarding the terrorist incident. Number 2, are you aware what Misanthropony has done to Cartoonshi? Yes. And that's what pisses me off about it when it comes to the topic of Misanthropony, because I defended his ass from that fucking creep/stalker, and it turns out he's been doing this shit for over a fucking year. Number 3, did you watch any YouTubers that focus on history, like History Buffs, Simple History, Extra Credits, etc.? Haven't watched History Buffs, haven't watched Simple History. I used to watch Extra Credits, but then they went crazy / went really downhill. Outside of that, the only other channels I watch in relation, would probably be, true crime-like channels, like I mentioned in a previous episode. Outside of that, not really. Alright, I may butcher this name again, and I'm so sorry. Jim Kourtoullopoullos asks, if someone gave you $5 million... Okay, I read that right. What will you do with the money? Half of it, charity, the other half... I'm saving that. Because, 1, taxes. Of course, I guarantee you, tax agency is going to be going after that money. So I'm keeping some of that for tax purposes / saving it up and investment or whatever. Sister Babob0 asks, have you heard what's going on with Suede and Showpro? Yeah, I have, and I'm not the biggest fan of how Suede handled it, largely with a post like this by basically saying, watching Pokemon Journey is basically just watching the series with glorified commentary. Let's be honest, for the most part, if you watch my videos, you don't need to watch the official release, and, yikes. That is a yikes. And for the record, this came from Suede's Patreon page. Oops. GeorgeLPO asks, any plans on reviewing the Sonic the Hedgehog movies? I had plans to look at the Sonic OVA, but the movie itself was really boring, so I couldn't really get much material out of that. However, since we know they're making a third Sonic live-action movie, I may do a double feature going over the first 2 live-action Sonic movies, because I've heard really good things about those, and I've wanted to see them as well, so I'm not gonna say no, but keep an eye out. That's all I'll say. Like, maybe down the pipeline. Omega Surfer Fanboy 2000 asks, did you play the Mega Man EXE games, watch the anime, and read the manga? Played Mega Man Battle Network 3, 4, and 5. I think I played a bit of 6, but then I kind of lost interest. I know I definitely watched NT Warrior growing up. And as for the manga, never did. Number 2. What are the biggest inconsistencies in Yu-Gi-Oh? Frankly, anything in Duelist Kingdom. Like, oh boy. Watching that in context to the rest of the, in context to how the game changed, yeah, so many illegal moves, so many things that doesn't make any sense. It's just, Duelist Kingdom is fun, but it's a goddamn inconsistency across the board. Commando Big Lady Officer asks, favorite Final Fantasy game? Call me a basic bitch, but 7. 9 is really good though, but for me, 7 just left a little bit more of an impact. For me, it goes Final Fantasy 7 at the top, then Final Fantasy 9, right nearby it, and then Final Fantasy 1. I need to play a lot more Final Fantasy games, basically, but Final Fantasy 7 just left a lot more of an impact on me. Final Fantasy 9 is still really good, though, absolutely. MarvelSquirrelBoyFan asks, 1. Have you played any of the GTA games? Yes. I played the first one, not a big fan of it. Second one, also not a big fan of it. I played 3 for like 5 minutes, and then I kind of stopped playing it, largely because I was playing the PC release, and it's a little bit weird. I definitely played the hell out of GTA 4, really good game. And I played a bit of 5, but I haven't gone back to it because it's on the 360, and I haven't brought out my 360 in years. I don't even know if it's alive at this point. But yes, I absolutely played the GTA games. Number 2, did you watch Dragons: The Nine Realms? No, I haven't seen it. I heard really interesting things about it. I don't want to say good, because apparently it's split down the middle, but this looks interesting. So, Maybe when I finish up the rest of the trilogy, I'll come back to you on this, or see this. But I've heard interesting things about this. Comment Homer Simpson asks, how much has the slideshow commentary community changed from 2009? One, a little bit more drama, less false flaggings, thank God. Outside of that, it's a lot more niche in comparison to what it was back in 2009. The Sleepy Commentator asks, how will you rate all of your commentaries you have made from worst to best? Darth Death Killer 009 asks, 1. Do you think that Elon Musk will fix Twitter? Nah, I really doubt it. Twitter has a lot more issues with its coding, and I think it changing hands to a new owner is not going to fix the problem. Number 2. Favorite AVGN episode? Honestly, I would probably say Majora's Mask, just because that one was really interesting, funny, he made a lot of good points. It was an enjoyable video. Outside of that, probably episode 100 just because it felt like a nice little bow on the series. CaptainFlamingoFan asks, have you watched Super Mario Bros. Z? Yes, I loved the original series. Haven't seen much of the reboot, I don't even think it's continuing, but original SMBZ, good shit. Number 2, have you watched the 1986 Super Mario Bros. Great Mission to Rescue Princess Peach? No, I haven't, but I've heard interesting things about it, and I know there was an HD remaster, like a fan-made one, a while back, so I may check it out through that way, but I haven't seen it yet. Number 3, how would you rate all the Mario games from worst to best? Xans Priness asks, any thoughts on 8-bit and 16-bit animators like Level Up, Triangly, Frame Perfect Jump, etc.? I actually haven't seen any of these. The only one I watched in relation to a pixelated art style was Dorkly for a while, and yeah, Dorkly sucked. So that killed it for me, basically. But outside of that, I haven't really seen any other animators, unfortunately, so sorry. Dark Goofy from World War II asks, favorite historical movie? I don't watch a lot of historical movies. I guess the closest I would say would be Flight 93, but that's really about it. The only other one I watched is Pearl Harbor, which is the answer to the second question of my least favorite historical movie, just because Pearl Harbor's the movie just feels like a fucking joke / parody of what actually happened on that day. Number 3, what historical events in our history do you think haven't been talked about a lot? Honestly, the only one off the top of my head I can think of is the Princess Sophia sinking, just because I barely hear anyone talking about it, and that one was such a tragic event.
The passenger train is running 10 minutes late.
Angry Cowboy asks, do you agree that the school system is not only outdated but heavily flawed? Yes. Yes, it is so bad. Number 2, have you watched any of Derek Savage's movies? No, I haven't seen any of them. I've watched people rip them apart, but no, I haven't seen any of his movies yet. Master Wolf Gan Jik asks, have you heard about the situation of James Bear? I recall watching a video going over the situation, but that's about it. But yes. Number 2, favorite Simpsons season. Used to watch The Simpsons as a kid. I don't watch it now, and I haven't watched it in over a decade, so I can't give an honest answer, because I don't watch The Simpsons. Sorry. Okay, final question. CaptainSmartiyePants. Number 1, have you watched any of the Lupin the Third movies? No, I haven't. I've heard a lot about Lupin the Third, but no, I haven't seen the movies yet. And number 2, favorite Studio Ghibli movie? Probably Porco Rosso would be my all-time favorite, outside of Princess Mononoke. So, yeah, that's all I got for this installment. I hope I answered all your questions. If not, I am so sorry, and I'll try to answer them for next time. Speaking of which, if you have a question for the next episode, feel free to post a comment on this video, and, yeah, thank you all so much for the questions. I really do appreciate it, and until we meet again, which will be for the next review that I've already scripted, I'm David Grimm, and thank you for watching.